Hey, how you doing out there, YouTube land? It is good to see you. This is a little bit different. I decided to take video from a different point of view, do things a little more organic and live. And this is because I wanted to show you guys this helmet. My goodness, you see this? I'm trying to get a good shot of what's going on here, but January 18th, I was in Marietta. I was going down Greer. I was having a blast, man. I was PRing stuff that I never do, right? I was jumping doubles, rock creek beds. I mean, I was just having a blast, following my buddies, having a great time. Now, I got this Fox helmet, not a year ago, not even half a year ago, maybe. And the first time I wore it, it was after it rained, and I went up Skyline. And those that are familiar with Skyline and Corona, you know, it's a fire road on the way up, and then you do Troy Lee Design Trail on the way down. And so on the way down, and remember I said it had been raining, and so it was a little slippery getting into the single track at the very bottom of the trail. And I was wearing this helmet for the very first time, and my front tire got into a rut, and I just started to kind of lean over. I couldn't pull it out, and I just kept leaning. All of a sudden, whack! I picked up a sapling with the chin bar of the helmet. And I thought, oh my goodness, right? So, and I was thinking, is it overkill to wear a full face helmet mountain biking, right? Because everyone I know is just wearing the normal bicycle helmet, but I'm not seeing a lot of people wear the full face helmets. And so I caught one in the chin bar, no damage on the helmet to speak of. And I was sold from then on. I said, you know what? Comfort be damned. I'm going to be safe. I'm going to wear this helmet. And so I started riding with the fellows from Suzuki at Chino Hills National Park, at Santiago Oaks, going up Cole Canyon. We go up that road. We did one called San Juan Trail, I think it was, down in the Temecula area, or Lake Elsinore, off to the west there of Lake Elsinore. We did that, and I'm wearing this helmet. And people would say, man, isn't it hot in there? And the truth of it was, no, this helmet was actually cooler than the specialized helmet that I usually wear, you know, road biking, or when I would take it off-road as well. Super, super light, super airy, great ventilation. You know, if we were sitting still, you know, there'd be no air coming through, and you'd have that thing right in front of your face. So that would feel a little, you know, not overwhelming, but you would notice it, right? But as soon as we got moving, you know, it was light, it was well ventilated, and I felt secure. And that was like the number one thing. It was like, I feel secure wearing this helmet. So fast forward back to January 18th. I'm wearing the helmet, and I was flying. I was having a blast. And I went up a banked ridge, and then it shoots down at Greer. And at the bottom, off to the right side of the trail, is a big boulder. But there was somebody behind me, and I know it's the wrong thing to do. I know 20 years of road racing experience, right? And this is what I do. I look to see where he's at. I take the bike offline, coming down the hill. I clip the boulder with my pedal, and off I go. This helmet has damage in 5 or 6 different points. I've got damage on the bill. I've got damage on the side over here. I've got damage. It was down low. Where'd the down low? Oh, down low in the back end, back here, another one here, and then a big impact here. This helmet, and yep, down the side here. So this helmet was on my nugget, and I was hitting every boulder I could for 30 or 40 yards tumbling down this trail. Here's the thing. I never went to sleep. I never took a trail nap. I was awake the whole time. I got up, and I kind of crawled off the side of the trail a little bit. And I did a quick inventory, and I said, okay, I think I'm okay. And I rode down to catch up to my friends after waiting a couple of minutes. I redid some inventory, and I said, oh, broken collarbone, dang it. And so I went to the Kaiser Medical Center there, right across from the Greer Park that we bicycle in. Here's my point. This Fox Airframe, it's a Pro Frame helmet, right? So Fox Pro Frame. This helmet more than did the job. And as far as I'm concerned, I would rather be, like, people would say, oh, a full face helmet, isn't that hot? Well, I would rather be hot than be in a wheelchair, right? I would rather be hot than take a trail nap. I don't want to take a trail nap. As much as my nugget bounced around all over that hill, and I'm not making this up, 20 years of road racing motorcycles, this was the hardest my body ever hit the ground. right? The hardest my body ever hit the ground. And I'm just now recovering. The collarbone's starting to come together. I've been doing some road rides. I've been doing a couple of mountain bike, easy mountain bike stuff. No jumps, no rock gardens, no doubles, no triples. But just getting the exercise back for my legs and trying to keep this belly down because I use the bicycling to try and keep the weight off. But, it's got the MIPS inside. I'm imagining that, that says, from what they say, that stuff kind of rotates or shifts while you're picking up impacts to your head, and it kind of delays or reduces the sharpness of the impacts, right? I wasn't dizzy. I knew my name. I knew what day it was. I knew who the president was. I have no memory loss from that day, right? Like I can remember everything that happened that day. And it just really jumps off the page to me. And I feel it's really, really important to share this message. So I am. And I'm going to share this as much as I possibly can because I think safety is super, super important. Some people think I overdid it when I was wearing the full face for normal rides. They would say, dude, full face, really? Yes, it's light. It's super well ventilated. It's super comfortable, right? I could hear fine on it. It didn't muffle my hearing at all. And it was fantastic. And I could wear my glasses. I wear prescription glasses when I ride. And so I could get my glasses in and out, no problem. So there's so many pluses to this. I'm going to go one step further in this live video on YouTube. And I'm going to say, I was riding with a friend of mine. I was wearing my helmet. He was wearing an open face helmet. And we were doing the Fullerton Loop, right? Now, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, oh, my goodness, he wore a full face helmet on the Fullerton Loop. Yeah, I did. My buddy did not. And it got dark. And at the end of the Fullerton Loop, when you're going up by the dam, those that are familiar with the trail, you can stay on the road or you can go up that big steep climb, right? And it kind of levels off by the trees there. And then there's a steep trail that goes back down to the road. Well, on that steep trail that goes down to the road, to the left of that trail is a giant, probably 5 or 6 foot wide hole that's probably 3 or 4 feet deep. You don't see it in the dark. And, if your light's not pointing in the right direction or if you're not paying attention, in you go. Well, in went my buddy. So one friend goes down. I go down. First time I'd ever been down that section. I go down. And, we're high-fiving each other. Yeah, you made it. You didn't crash at the bottom because there's like a gully at the bottom. A lot of people go over the bars there. And they warned me about it, so I made it. And we're high-fiving each other, but my buddy doesn't come down. And I look up the hill and we see the light, right? We see his headlight, but it's not moving. And so we start yelling, hey, 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 and he's not coming. We run up the trail and he's just waking up. I mean, he had been out for a minute, maybe more than a minute, right? Knocked himself out cold, falling into that hole. I'm here to say that if he was wearing this helmet that night, he wouldn't have knocked himself out or taken a trail nap, right? That's my point. You gotta take care of yourself, and your head is a super valuable thing to take care of. So again, I'm gonna promote this message as much as I can. It's unfortunate. I got laid off with the COVID crisis, and I got laid off before the COVID crisis, actually. And I told myself I'm not going to buy another high-dollar helmet until I can get gainfully employed and have some revenue coming in. But as soon as we have some revenue coming in, this helmet's getting replaced with a new one. And I'm obviously not wearing the helmet now because it's had 5 or 6 major impacts on it. But here's the thing. It did its job. Just like when I road raced motorcycles, right? We would wear thousands of dollars in protective gear, right? Leathers, back protectors, kidney belts, boots, all kinds of things. And our helmets were $1,000 a piece. And then you'd fall down, right? And if you crash and your helmet touched the ground, boom, it's trash. You got to go get another one. That's why having a helmet sponsor was so, so important when I road race motorcycles, because, when that thing touches the ground, it's trash. It did its job. Once the helmet does its job, it's got to go, right? So I'm saving up. As soon as I got some reliable revenue coming back in, I'll be back on the Fox Pro Frame helmet again, and we'll go from there. You guys have a great day. Be safe. If you're mountain biking, up your game on the safety deal. I mean, I've graduated to knee pads. I'll do a review on those soon too, because the kid at Jensen, Seth, I was going to buy like these hard shell knee pads, and he goes, no, dude, I use these. Really, you're going to like them. And so he pulled them off the shelf for me, and they've been fantastic. And so I want to do a review on those for you, so you know what I'm wearing there. And I've got a couple of different selections as far as clips, flats, shoes for the flats, and shoes for the clips, because I've been experimenting with a lot of different things. But you have yourself a great day. And I'm probably going to put up a blog post, embed this video in there, and all kinds of stuff on the Mañana No Mas page. So if you follow mañananomas.com or any of the Mañana No Mas social properties, you'll see that. If you don't do that, I encourage you, subscribe here, right? Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then go to mañananomas.com. Check out all the content we got in there. It's pretty awesome. We've got an academy in there for people that are looking for online training for personal development and leadership. And follow, share, help me build the audience. That'd be fantastic. All right, guys, have a good one. Love you. Bye-bye.